just never record. I've always streamed
Okay,
everything,
sure.
so I hit this record button, so I don't know where it went.
I see. But it was, you hit the button, right?
Yeah, I hit the button, so it should have gone somewhere.
Sure.
But
Do you want to try a couple at maximum effort?
I'd like to just. I really like that drill you were saying, where I'm taking this knee, and I'm closing my.
Just feel it.
And I'm feeling it go forward.
You got it. Just know where it is in space.
Right.
You do that, and that is the direct contributor. Your right knee is the direct contributor to how well you get to hitting your focal point
Okay.
and bottoming out there. How well I can drive that knee past the ball to that point allows me to predict every single time where I'm
Right.
about to hit the ground.
So keep doing the same drill, which I tend to keep the 9-iron. I read it in Tiger Woods' How I Play Golf book. I read that he kind of puts his shorter clubs a little bit more in the back of his stance.
Why?
Because they're gonna or what do you call it? When you come down, right, and the club's a lot shorter, it's gonna hit the ground a lot sooner than a club that's a lot longer, right? So, and then I'll do 8-iron, 7-iron, 6-iron, 5-iron for the longer of the club, because I don't really choke up on any clubs.
I see.
I tend to just kind of be at the very, very back of them.
What does that encourage?
More distance. Oh, standing up, right? So.
So let me debunk the thought, because ball position is, again, I think it's misunderstood. Ball position directly ties into where that ball is in your arc. Yes. So think
Okay.
about it this way. My shoulders are level.
Right.
The bottom of my swing is going to happen where my sternum is, my center of gravity. If anything gets played farther back than that, yes?
Yep.
I'm going to be hitting the ball first and then the ground.
Yes. Right.
This is why with wedges or short clubs, you want the ball farther back. Because in that portion of the swing, when it's back of center, it's a much steeper position in the swing.
Okay.
But pros don't do it for that reason. Pros do it to change their path.
Really?
Yes.
So it has nothing to do with how long the club is, where they put it. It's just to change their path. And when you mean change their path, you mean
So
they're
think
changing
about it
their
this way.
out to in?
Yes.
They're changing.
You got it. Let me show you.
Sure.
So go ahead and place the ball in the middle of your stance,
Okay.
just for reference.
Right.
If on this part of the swing, I'm meeting the ball at the middle of my arc where my sternum is, right? If I were to play the ball back, like let's say this is center, by the time I get to this ball, that swing is still going into out.
Sure. But you're catching it at a different position of the swing.
Got it. If I play it forward, I'm finishing that arc, right? So the swing path is going to be more out to in, the more forward the ball is. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. The attack angle also changes. If I play the ball forward of center, this is where it bottoms out.
Right.
By the time I get to the ball, I'm swinging up
Right.
and more outside to in. If I'm playing it farther
okay.
back,
Right.
I'm swinging more into out, but I'm also swinging more steeply into the ground. Make sense?
That does make sense, right? So it's really, yeah, it's
So modulate ball position based on the path you want. Right?
right.
Not the length of the club.
Okay.
Yes.
So I should not be worried about that at all, right?
I would.
So whatever basically feels comfortable, whatever feels like I'm going to strike it best in that position, that's
Your
what I should be
striking
worrying about.
potential, sorry to interrupt.
Mhm.
Your striking potential comes from how neutral your path is.
Ah, okay. Right.
And where you bottom out that swing
Sure.
relative to the ball. Yes?
So I could be here with my 9-iron. This is just where I like to hit it,
Yeah.
and where I feel like I'm going to have the bottom of it bottom out.
So if the ball is forward of center, which it is there, it kind of looks like it's in front of
Yep.
your left eye.
Yep.
Where should, in this case, the club bottom out?
I still think it should bottom out just a tiny bit in front of the middle.
Even though the ball is more forward?
Right.
The club's going to bottom out early.
So you think no matter what, on the bottom, it's still going to bottom out towards the middle?
It should. Now, if I play it really far forward,
Right.
how much of your weight do you have to shift?
To get to that
Get
position,
that
right.
pivot to happen after the ball. That's a lot of space to cover, yes?
Sure, yeah.
So you're likely to hit the ground early. When the ball is forward, you also change the amount of time right? It takes to close it.
Sure.
So if I play
Absolutely.
the ball more forward, I have more time to close it. A pitching wedge, short club, it's not going as fast as a long club.
Right.
I have a lot more time with a shorter club to close the face.
Ah.
So in this case,
Fair.
this is where you modulate ball position. You figure out what the ball position needs to be so that I can hit the ball first and then the ground, and then modulate ball position so I can also hit it pretty straight. If I play it too far forward, I might overdraw it. I
Right.
have too much time to close it. If I play it too far back, I don't have enough time to close
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I might
right.
hit it. I'll probably hit it low, yes.
Yep.
But I'm definitely going to leak it off to the right. That's where ball position is individual to you. Your swing speed is not the same as Tiger Woods. Why would you take the same ball position as him?
Sure. Right.
Your path is not the same as his.
Right.
You've got to figure out your own system.
Okay.
Yeah. Path needs to be neutral, so you can hit the middle. Figure out the ball position that gives you both a neutral path and neutral face, and then work in that system. Don't tinker outside of it, please.
Yeah, sure.
As an instructor, work only. Experiment in the system you have. Don't look out here and say, "Oh, what's this guy doing? What's that?"
Okay.
We're all trying the same thing.
Right.
Hit the middle of the face. Hit the ground right. Control the direction. That's it.
Hit as straight as possible. Right.
As straight as possible, because that's the hardest shot in golf.
Is a straight shot.
Straight. If you can, like Braxton that comes in here,
Mhm.
I've never seen anybody hit zero path, zero face as much as he does. That guy is like, he's so in tune with his swing. I've met maybe 5 people like that, and he's still upset about it
Yeah.
because he's
Right.
like, oh, sometimes I'll hit it thin, sometimes I'm like, bro, your swing itself is like a robot.
Mhm.
We have to work on just small things to make your consistency high.
Sure.
So let's get you to that point too. Let's make your swing robotically consistent,
Right.
predictable, and then we can work on direction. Then we can work on height of the shot. Then we can work on spin. That becomes the easy, fun stuff.
Mhm.
This is where you have to put in the work. Sequentially is very important.
Okay. So what we worked on earlier was getting the ball, right? Getting the ball where I feel comfortable in the stance, shifting to here, rotating, pausing, dropping the tension, releasing the tension,
That will drop the shot.
right,
And then driving.
and then driving my knee.
Not down.
I still went down. So
Think
I'm
about
going.
where the knee is relative to the screen or the target. Yes, you got it. Yes, you got it.
Okay.
And that will shallow your plane. I
Come in
guarantee
here.
You see it on the video, you're like, I didn't even think about moving my arms behind me.
Right.
I didn't even think about moving my arms down.
Just
That
happened.
happened.
Yeah.
Because I released the tension and I started driving that knee.
Okay. How can I know when I'm, because I feel when I drop, right? But how can I truly know is just closing my eyes, tapping my knee, getting that knee towards the screen.
Is it always going to be perfect?
No.
No. So a thought on how you can diagnose it without
Yeah.
a video,
Right.
but maybe with the analytics.
Okay.
If you drop your knee instead of drive the knee forward, potentially, what could happen with the ground contact?
I'm gonna hit way before the ball.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. What could happen with the contact on the face if you drive the knee down?
I'm going to be hitting more on the top end of the club.
No, if I drive my knee down, you're definitely going to hit the ground first. But what can it do with regards to where you hit it on the face? Horizontally.
Oh, sure. Right. It's gonna be more on the inside of the
If you
heel.
drive the knee down,
Yeah.
it also goes forward.
Okay.
That's how you'll diagnose it.
Okay. So yeah, if I could do a couple of just those.
So give me one at extremely low effort. Give me 10%
Sure.
of your total swing speed effort, but the same sequence
Sure.
with the same pause duration. Rotate, pause, release the pressure in your hands, and drive the knee with 10% of your effort.
Yeah, that felt great. That felt really great.
And then you can see where you're
I just a
taking-
little bit. I think that was a little bit too much off balance. Because when I finished, I was here, right? I felt like I was almost falling forward instead of falling this way.
Oh, okay.
Falling horizontally, I felt like I was falling forward and horizontally, right?
forward meaning towards the
Yes,
ball or towards the
towards the ball.
Oh, okay, yes, and you can see that a little bit in the path. It was more out to in.
Right.
That means your right knee went forward a little. It did go forward past the ball, but it also went forward towards the ball.
Okay,
Okay, you can see that in the path, more out to in.
right.
Do we know the relationship there between the knee and the path or no?
Between the knee and the path, right? So if I'm going, You mean if I'm going more
say-
forward and down, that means I'm coming more out to in.
So if I load the backswing,
Sure.
so I'm moving my right side away from the ball, and in this case I say, okay, let me move my weight instinctually back towards the ball. Yes. So I went from a position farther away and then closer. So now my hands are connected. When I get the right side closer, I end up chopping across the ball.
Right.
Yes. So more outside to in when the knee goes forward.
Okay.
If I rotate, release the pressure, and drive my knee forward,
Right. That's going to be
Right.
more into out.
more into out,
Yeah.
more closed.
It's going to be
longer
easier to
closed.
hit into
Right.
out.
But for
100%.
you, you're going to be, shifting and then rotating. But by the time you get to the ball, it's going to be pretty neutral.
Sure.
But
Okay.
if you rotate and then rotate again, by the
Yep.
time you get to the ball, you're more out to in. It's a sequence.
So that's how I'll know
Yes.
is when I feel that forward, I'm going to feel, oh wait, I'm going way more out to in than into out.
Got it.
I'm going to need to just drive this knee forward and get that, oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Once you tie that sensation into the analytics, you'll know that the feeling is validated. So that was minimal effort.
Sure.
That minimal effort still caused you to use your right side to go towards the ball. Yes.
Yeah.
You want low effort in the correct sequence. So in my head, I'm like, okay, if you can't do it at 10% of your effort, how do you think you're going to do it at 100% of your
Right.
effort? You
Right.
won't be able to.
Right.
That's why you got to work your way up at that, right?
Sure.
So let's try one more. That was like minimal effort. Now we're
Right.
going to go maximum effort
Okay.
in your ability to pass your focal point with your right knee.
And I'm not thinking about the ball contact, nothing.
care what-
I'm just
you already
trying
did
to
it
just
once.
trying to throw myself towards the screen.
Not yourself, your knee.
Yeah, sorry, my knee, not myself. Right. Just focusing on throwing my knee towards the
Like
screen.
you mentioned, like when you kick a soccer ball,
Mhm.
kick your knee towards the target as hard as you can.
Interesting you say that, because I was having difficulty kicking a soccer ball like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
because he keeps telling me the same thing over and over again, and that's very similar to what he's talking about.
What is the issue with kicking a ball?
Kicking the ball. So he's telling me like let's say this is the soccer ball, right? And I'm running up to the ball. My foot should be this close to the soccer ball, right?
Ah,
And that I should be turning my body open, locking this right knee and coming through
sure.
to get all that force. But it's like from here to here, right? It's like it's a whip sensation, But he's telling me that when I'm doing that, I'm not opening the hip,
Ah.
I'm not locking the
So you're
right
like
knee,
straight line.
and I'm straight lined, and that's why it's popping up.
Makes sense.
I'm not making that effort to kind of
Sure.
swing through.
Okay, so when you go in, you're winding the hip back and around,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then driving that momentum.
Mhm.
Similar in this case, that you're winding up a position and then unloading from the same position.
Right.
Yes.
100%. Yep.
And then carrying that momentum through.
Yeah.
You're just thinking that you have to get back to the ball.
Mhm.
That's why you unload too early.
Right.
If I can get you to drive your knee forward with low tension in your arms, you'll create that whipping effect
Sure.
that has a swing speed that's faster later on in the swing.
With minimal effort.
Yeah,
Right.
This is very key. This is why you watch a pro and you're like, this guy looks like he's 130 pounds.
Yeah.
got-
Akshay Bhatia. Right.
Oh my God, these guys murder the ball. They
Yep.
hit it way farther than me, and I
Mhm.
used to power lift. I was in aggressive sports. Like, how is this guy's not physically any stronger than me?
Yep.
He just knows when to accelerate the club a lot more efficiently than me
Sure.
with less effort.
Right.
Less effort, more speed. That's sustainable.
Mhm.
That's a big advantage because I can sustain that for a round of golf. My high effort swing with tension, I could last 9 holes.
Yeah.
I can be efficient, but
Yeah.
after that, I'm like, I'm exhausted.
Sure.
So you want to be able to have this functional. You can do both: generate speed and reduce effort, or in your case, reduce tension.
Okay.
You can do both.
It's funny. I think I'm gonna bring my eye mask for that drill,
Yeah, so very helpful.
just
We
to
used do
to,
that
to
in
block
martial arts.
everything out.
Close
Just
our eyes and we'd
sure.
actually feel punches. Like, where are we moving? Oh, that used to be a great drill for martial arts.
Right.
You can do it in any sport.
'Cause you're
You can
cutting
learn to
off all
kick a-
the
you
other
can learn to kick a
senses.
soccer ball that way too.
Yeah.
That's what
Cutting off all the other senses.
Yep, that's right.
You're
The eyes
making
generally
sure
look away in a bad way.
here, here,
Release the hand tension.
release the hand tension,
Drive the right knee
drive
hard.
the right knee as hard
This
as I
is a
can.
maxed out effort. past 100%.
Past
for him
100%.
driving the
Okay.
knee forward. If you can keep your eyes focused while you do it, that would be a
At that
bonus.
focal point, an inch about. You still like me looking an inch past the ball?
That's
Because,
a good incentive on where to drive your knee.
sure, okay.
But we're going to try the focal point, maintaining it while driving the knee violently.
Sure, okay.
Again, these are segmented swings. This is not a seamless swing yet.
Right.
High effort, lateral drive.
I didn't give that 100% either.
That's
I
okay.
feel like I could have given
I
a
know
little
you're
bit more.
thinking about each stage.
Yeah.
But even with a broken sequence, sorry, not
The swing path is 0.5, right?
sequence in steps, right? Separate steps, your path is still 0.
Wow. And all I'm doing is focusing on the knee going forward.
Yeah.
And that went from a 4 degree, what we started, 5 degrees,
Yes.
to now a 0.5.
Your loading, think about the loading process on the backswing as calculated, careful, position oriented. Think about the forward swing as explosive, right? Create a move from the ground up that gets my momentum carrying itself.
Right,
You do that and your arms have to move in the correct position.
right,
They have to.
sure.
They have no other choice. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
That's enough for today.
yeah.
Please write this stuff down. You
Okay.
have now homework to do.
Yeah, I got to figure out where that recording went now.
Must go
Um,
to some sort of database.
That's because I've never recorded it. I've only just, taken it.
Sent it
Right.
via live stream. The video
'Cause then-
quality's really good.
That's the thing, yeah. That's why I was very, very happy when I put the, what do you call it, together.
What's the tech here that's tracking you? Why is it tracking you around here?
This is the AI tracking. So it's, I think there's actually 150
You
here.
have a little.
So yeah, this guy right here. This is a little AI tracker that's connected to this gimbal. And so before, like, I'll turn it off, and it'll come. And then now this is all just from. There's a little joystick here, that's going up and down, so
How
that.
do you calibrate that it's you that it's tracking?
So yeah, like it just catches you in frame, and then I could just hit this little trigger button,
That's
and then it'll light up, and it'll track you. Isn't that cool? Because
what a great way to film content that's moving.
yeah, because before I was just trying to hold it and getting content. I was just worried about that. I'm like, what am I? I can't even figure out what I'm talking about. You know, everything's a lot harder if it's not tracking just me.
Yes.
And now that this is tracking me, I don't have to worry about anything but what's on the screen here.
Yes.
You know. Let me make sure this is. Yeah. Got this here for you, sir.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
And then so I really enjoyed that lesson. I really enjoyed everything that we talked about of getting into that sequence, working on everything.
Make the training progressive, please.
Right, and that's the thing. So when do you think we should have another lesson, or like when do you think that when I feel very comfortable with the swing that you can kind of like come through and be like, hey, let's see, what are you working on? Like what kind of things that you need to be working on? Like, because I'm going to do this every single time now from each session. I'm not going to do anything really else,
Sure. So
and I'm going to do it with each club.
Yes, this is very key. I think we discussed moving
yeah.
up in the length of club until you feel confident. Well, if you were to take that 9 iron
Right.
and say in this sequence, work a variable amount of time. We don't know what that time is because each
Sure.
club will require a certain amount where
Okay.
you feel confident.
Yep.
What effort level that you were just using, what effort level do you think is sustainable to go play a round of golf in?
Right. Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, at least 90.
80?
At least 90.
Right, okay.
100%.
So let's say you work your way up from these rehearsals to execution of swings, where you go pause duration, sequence of movement, and then effort.
Right.
You say, all right, today I get to about 50% effort, and I'm like, I feel satisfied with like 70% of my swings.
Right.
All right, okay, that's fine. That's a baseline. Next week I do this again with the 9 iron, or the next couple of days I do it, and then in 3 days, that percentage goes up to 90%. I'm like, wow, I feel really good about
Okay.
it. 50% of my effort,
Sure.
90% of my swings are satisfactory to me. Then you work your way up in effort.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
The reason I can't answer when we need to do this again is that's fluid.
Sure.
9 iron may take a lot shorter time than your 4 iron.
Oh, so you think I shouldn't even be worrying about any other club until I get to that 90%? Okay, I got you. So
That's my thought.
Sure.
Because shorter clubs in general are easier to swing.
Absolutely, yep.
You want to build the confidence.
The second I go from a 7 to a 6 is a huge jump,
You
right?
do this well, and then what's your longest club? 5?
5. Yep.
This will become your favorite club as you extrapolate the process up to this. Or you say, oh, I want to do this, and then get the specialty thoughts with hybrid or 5-wood.
Right.
What's the difference between 5-iron and these? And then how do I compartmentalize the differences with these to the driver?
Right.
So that you can bring the make percentage or success percentage up to 90% with this too.
Right.
But this system is its own.
Sure.
So we build the confidence up the system based on the length of the club.
Right.
I don't think it's going to take you much longer than a couple days to, at least
Right.
get to a comfortable level with 9. So you mix it in when you want, and you say, okay, I'm either bored with this club, or I feel very happy with the success rate. Let me move up to the next,
Right.
and mix it up that way.
Okay.
Work your way up in the bag as far as length. You will hit like bottlenecks.
Yep.
Right now, it could be from, you said 7 to 6, or you feel
Yeah. From
pretty confident.
I
in the
feel
9?
pretty good with the 7, and then the second I get from a 6, that's where I start chunking it more.
Okay.
Right. I start hitting it much more on the toe.
Yeah.
It's more of a difficulty when swinging.
So let me give you some insight on this. Any club where you're hitting the ball on the ground, not on a tee, will be the same sequence. Rotation,
Yep.
pausing,
Even with the driver face clubs.
with woods on the ground.
Sorry,
Anything
okay.
with the ball when the ball
Sure,
on the ground.
okay.
Once the ball is on a tee with the driver, the sequence changes.
Okay. So don't even worry. Yep.
Not
Gotcha.
yet.
Sure.
I'll
Yep.
teach you the system with that. I'm
Okay.
not concerned.
Sure.
Any club where the ball is on the ground, the sequence will be the same. Rotation, pausing, releasing tension, and driving the knee. These are your only thoughts.
Okay.
You have to write these down, please.
Yes.
What you'll notice as you get to your bottlenecks, like from 7 to 6-iron, and you say like, oh, now I'm experiencing in the same sequence, maybe I'm hitting the ground early, or maybe I'm changing my path. This is where we start adding thoughts that would make the longer clubs as efficient as these shorter clubs.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah. Okay.
But we don't know what that threshold is,
Sure.
especially with this new sequence.
Yep.
This could take care of all of your irons.
Yeah.
This movement pattern that we have right now. But work your way from these shorter clubs. If you need to go back to wedges,
I was gonna ask. Yeah. Do you think that because 54 is my my highest loft, right?
Sure.
I don't have shortest club. Do you think that I should take everything that we learned today and start there and then make my way up, or should I start with the 9, move my way down because I've kind of gotten familiar with it in the past hour?
if you're working on a similar system, try to implement the system with as many clubs that are as uniform as possible.
Sure.
So in your case, the shortest club in the set
Yes.
of irons is your pitching wedge. I would start there.
You start pitching wedge. Okay.
These wedges
Because I
are
don't.
component
I won't lie.
wedges.
I don't hit my pitching wedge anymore. I just stopped hitting it
Oh.
because I think the pitching wedge is like, I think it's 49.5, and I bought a 48.
Oh, I see. There's a conflict there.
Yeah.
involved. By the way, these act very different though.
They do. Okay.
These are much heavier heads.
Sure.
They're more rough on the face.
Right.
These component wedges, I would call them, they create a lot more spin on the ball.
Right.
They cut through the turf a lot more aggressively.
Okay.
These are a little bit more bottom weighted. They launch the ball higher.
Okay.
They don't
Sure.
spin as much.
So I'll start with the pitching then.
I would.
Yeah.
I think you're not going to spend much time with pitching wedge 9 iron.
Right.
But jot down, like we're in the, what are we in, the like almost 3rd week of November now?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
write
Third week.
down
Yep.
like date, okay, I'm at this success percentage rate with my 9 and pitching wedge.
Okay.
In this sequence, I feel comfortable at 50% of my effort. What's
Okay.
my yield?
Yeah.
Can I now predict a window? What can I do if I bring the effort level up? Can I now predict a window at a greater distance
Right.
with the same success?
Okay.
I would say for irons, maybe to keep it reasonable for a little bit, try to get the success rate of each swing to like 50%
Okay.
or more.
Sure.
That's a reasonable goal to start with. 50% of your effort, 50% of your swings need to be good contact, good direction, all the good stuff, regardless of the distance yield.
So not even worrying about that at all.
Not
Right.
yet.
Okay.
Not
Sure.
yet. Because you won't be at your cruising speed.
Sure.
You won't say, oh, if I go to the golf course right now and this feels like just adequate effort, what is that, 50% of my effort? Is it
Sure,
100?
right, yeah.
I can't
No, that
tell
doesn't
what
make
that
any
is.
sense to be even start to gauge that. Right,
I
you're
wouldn't,
right, you're
yes,
right.
Because, like you already know, you go out there and you're like, imagine this scenario. I just hit a drive, 400 yards.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I'm all juiced up.
sure.
I got this 100-yard approach shot where my adrenaline is dumped.
Mm-hmm.
I take my gap wedge, and I'm so juiced up, I hit it onto the next tee box. How did I just gauge my effort?
Right.
I can't. Or I just hit my drive out of bounds. Or I hit somebody's head. I hit somebody in the head.
Sure.
I'm feeling so sad.
Yeah.
I'm feeling so down.
Yep.
I go to the next shot. I'm like, what's about to happen? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
It's so variable.
Sure.
So you want to find a way so that the swing is consistent first, and you know how much effort you're feeling.
Right.
You do that,
Yeah.
and you can easily predict distance. And effort.
Sure.
That's the easiest part. This is why
Yeah.
pros, they go up and they're like, oh, and they have a moment in their head where they're like, okay, I feel a little pressure here.
Mhm.
I know that my 80% swing is about to turn into a 100% swing.
Sure.
What's going to happen at 100%? And they know their tendencies,
Mm-hmm.
so they can predict the outcome a lot better than we can.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would have you do it that way. Yes, it's more calculated. Yes, it's a lot of mental effort done up front, but it is necessary. You want to put in the mental effort up front here, so you don't have to think as much when you play.
Right.
Yes?
Yep. So I can just go up there. I'll have a routine.
Yeah.
I'll think about how hard I'm going to hit the shot.
You'll think
and
about it
that's
in your breath work, by the way. You'll feel it. You'll say, wow, my breathing feels very calm. Now 70% is probably going to feel like 70%.
Okay.
Oh, I feel really like excited. My breathing's a little faster than normal.
Yeah.
70% is going to turn into 100.
I was going
know
to
what's
ask
about
that
to happen.
too. Like when I get to the top of here, here's what I'm thinking about when I swing. I go like on the downswing. That's when I'm breathing out.
Forward motion, yes.
Yeah.
Any athletic motion, any athletic eccentric motion, right, where you're firing a muscle group,
Right.
flexing a muscle to move in athletic way,
Mm-hmm.
should be associated with an exhale.
Mm,
The
okay.
inhale helps you relax your muscle, and many players don't inhale. I know a lot of, Braxton's one of them.
Sure.
He's got one of the most sound swings I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
He ends up holding his breath.
The whole time.
In his backswing, he holds his breath, and his swing gets short and quick
Huh.
because it's tense.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like a reluctance. When you get into a position and you're like, okay, I don't feel free. Am I even breathing? And I wind up and my
Yeah.
breath is held.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tense. My body doesn't want to stay there.
Right.
It wants to breathe again. So it's going to exhale and swing too quick to try
Ah,
to breathe again.
right.
So yeah, breath work it's a next level thing. I'm just teaching him now. But if you can consciously breathe the same every time,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
you can tie the breath work into your rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to predict your effort level.
Okay.
If your breathing changes, your effort level and tension must have changed.
Sure.
That's a good way to gauge it.
Okay.
If the tempo gets quick, like you get a little nervous or excited, you'll notice you start holding your breath, or your tension comes up, or your effort goes up too. That's a great way to disconnect from what you're doing, or
Sure. Everything around you, all those other, you
Yes.
know,
yeah, we're so worried about
obstacles
positions
and
and all
circumstances.
that. Pros don't. Pros
Right.
have done all the work in their practice.
Oh yeah.
They're feeling their breath. You know,
Mhm.
do I feel light today? Oh man, my hip's a little tight. I know I'm going to move a little differently because of that. I've felt this before. I know what's going to happen
Sure.
because my left hip is tight. They're hyper aware of their body. When you do the training and technique, you're hyper aware of the technique when training. Like I don't have to teach you how to walk.
Yep.
You already learned that when you were young.
Yep.
Yeah, you had to fall, you had to do that, you had to
Mhm.
do all these mistakes. This will become that way. You'll set up the same way, you'll create the same backswing, you'll create the same forward swing, unconsciously,
Hmm.
instinctually,
Okay.
and then make the adjustments you need when you play. Those are pressures you cannot predict in here.
Right.
Yes. That's the variable. You can, I can make you a scratch golfer in here.
Mm-hmm.
You'll go out and shoot bogey golf outside.
Yep.
Because you get outdoors and you're like, I hear that bird chirping.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, a lion that ran across the
Yeah.
fair? Like,
Mhm.
you know, there's so many external stimulants, right?
Sure.
That you want to at least bring to the golf course the confidence that you have a consistent swing.
Mm-hmm.
Then adjust for the variables.
Right.
That will make you a real good player.
Sure.
So that's what we're building here. Please put a lot of mental effort and pressure on yourself to make a consistent swing in here.
Gotcha.
That's our only chance of playing it outdoors.
Sure.
Yep. So this is your, I know it might be a little bit rigid or strict, but
No,
I think
yes,
this is
this
a
is
good
what I was
protocol.
looking for at the end of the lesson. I'm looking for working on something each day and looking forward to be like, all right, I feel confident in this club. I'm going to move on to the next club.
Yep. And in the same system, you can put more pressure on yourself. Braxton was doing this with, what was he doing with last time? I think it was like a 4 or 5 iron. And he's like, I feel really comfortable with this. He wanted to try his driving iron. He has a driving, like a 2 or 1 iron.
Ah, that's cool.
He's like, oh man, this feels very foreign now.
Sure.
And it motivated him to put more time in that club.
Hmm.
So you'll get to a level of what you feel is somewhat of a mastery with each club. And then you'll say, you know what, let me experiment. Let me see what can happen if I go right away to the 5 wood.
Yeah.
Well, this feels really weird.
Sure.
Maybe I'm not ready. Let me go back.
Right.
So I would rather you tinker in the same system.
Okay.
Try to get higher success rates moving up in the length of club until you're at, ideally, 90% success rate with your
Sure.
driver.
Okay.
I don't know how long it's going to take.
Right.
And I don't know when we need to meet again for another lesson, but that's up to your training quality.
Sure.
Um,
Right, because I mean, I'm sure the next time you see me or hit, you'll kind of understand what I've been doing and understand what I've worked on,
Yes.
Just by one swing,
For sure.
right?
Yeah, the thought of instruction, I think you did it a good time, where you're early in the process, especially with the journey,
Mm-hmm.
where you want to have a template in which to work.
Sure.
So now you have the guidelines,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tinker within the guidelines, please.
Sure. Yep.
I would suggest that you don't really listen to the outside noise around this,
Okay.
so that you can make this system consistent.
Yep.
I totally agree that people are going to give you advice
Mhm.
because of their experience. You're going to see videos. You're going to probably have people chime in on certain suggestions.
Sure.
I would say take those as good intentioned, but potentially not applicable to you.
Yeah.
To meet them with criticism,
Sure.
so that you can work through the system that we've already created and make that more consistent. If at the end of it you say, okay, what else can I add or what else can I think about to fine tune, then maybe you'll let in a little bit of that
Right.
outside noise.
Mm-hmm.
But
No, I know exactly what I need to work on. I know exactly how I need to work on it and where I need to be to move up to each club. 100%.
I've even put a lot of pressure on my students to, just so that they can really commit to it, maybe just having one club in the building at a time.
Ah,
Just so that they have a directive, I want to make sure this club is
That's-
good until
sure.
I can graduate up to the next.
yeah. Just put away the bag, pull out the pitching wedge, and then
Yeah,
that's
I
all
would-
I have to worry about.
You could, if you like that, if you want to put enough pressure
I
on
like the
yourself.
I like the sound of that,
Yeah,
honestly.
some people will say, oh, I have the bag in the back here, let me go see what the driver will do right now.
Mm-hmm.
It seems sometimes that that's a distraction.
100%.
From your, but we're trying to make training hard
Yes.
so that performing is easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
100%. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, especially for a learning curve that you want to be faster and more efficient. I think the more pressure you put on yourself in training, the better. The
Yeah.
better the yield will be when you play too.
And I'd like to learn the right way, right? I'd like to
Yes.
learn.
This is, by
From
the
the
way,
ground up.
this is my theory,
Sure.
right? This is my point of view.
Yeah.
This is just what I've noticed has worked the best over time.
Sure.
Cover the basics, work within a system that you can master,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you need to add variables that would make that swing individual to you, we can always add those, but onto a good foundation,
Right.
not the other way around.
Gotcha.
Build the foundation first with all the little macros,
Mm-hmm.
and then add whatever you want. If you want to hit a pitching wedge 200 yards,
Sure.
sure, I can teach you how to do that.
Right.
But we got to first hit it 130 yards every time.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job, man. Good job.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Absolutely. I know I'm definitely.
I don't know if
I definitely feel a lot more confident in my practice now. That I'm not losing 10 yards and gaining 20 yards. Then
Then
hit-
distance, when you start hitting it too far, you're like, oh, this is a consequence of a good swing.
right. Yeah, because that's the only progress I was looking to make was slow and steady, right? Slow and steady for sure. Because I'll be putting in the time. It's gotta all be at the same, right? If I'm putting in the time, I've got to be able to
get the
make
most out of
sure
it.
I'm getting the most out of it, right?
The thought about slow and steady
I know,
improvement. Oh, we were 6-3 before that.
Yeah.
Dang, they're gonna be dangerous. If we get our defense healthy, I think honestly, I think he did that on purpose. He rested a couple of guys this game
Yeah.
because there was a huge injury.
I know Jared Goff took one pretty bad last game or this game too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got hit from the side and hit from the back, so he kind of got
Oh,
sliced.
no. Ouch.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the idea of improving slow and steady
Hmm.
is that you won't be able to appreciate the improvement while you're in it.
Yes,
You
right.
can only look
Mhm.
back and
Sure.
realize what you've done. So give yourself a longer time frame. Think about where your swing is now. This is a good way to think about intermediates and long-term goals.
Mhm.
You're in the third week of November, I think.
Right.
Think about where you're going to be at the start of the next season.
Sure.
And quantify where you are right now
Mhm.
and what has changed in your efficiency
Right.
in the next 6 months. And you'll look back and be like, whoa,
Yeah.
I went from that percentage to this. And I was only concentrating on certain things, but the efficiency became a consequence.
Sure.
Distance became a happy consequence.
Sure.
Happy byproduct. So,
Right, because I shouldn't be learning. You're right. I shouldn't be worried about stock yardage. I should be worrying about feeling a sound swing, feeling that I'm using my body efficiently to create this motion that's going to be the same every time.
you got it.
You know.
And then the easiest part is controlling direction.
Right.
Figuring
That's the fun
out
stuff,
what
yeah.
yardage. Yeah, that's the fun part. When
Right.
you go watch a golfer, a pro golfer, and they're like, "Oh, I'm in California this week. This is the temperature. This is the humidity.
right.
Oh, I know where my yardages are today because my swing's so consistent.
Yep.
I can just take this anywhere.
Mhm.
I'm going to lose 10 yards and I'm going to gain 10 yards in Colorado. I'm going to go to sea level and drop 10 yards. It's predictive.
Yep.
It's a
Mhm.
beautiful feeling.
Hmm.
For them, even at that level, they're still making mistakes.
Mhm.
They just make it less often than we do.
Sure.
That's all. That's the only difference. They know how to scramble better than we do, and when they make an errant shot, they don't compound errant shots on others to make big scores.
Right.
They know how to mitigate, and that's the one thing. But all of them hit it in the water. All of
Yep.
them have hit it out of bounds.
Mhm.
All of them have gotten in trouble. All of them have had to take drops.
Yep.
They just don't do it as often as we do.
Right.
That's it. That's what we're trying to tune out.
Right. They got 3 balls. You know.
Yeah, that's
We've
right.
got we've got maybe 20, 30 in our bag that we could come home with none. You never know.
Was it Braxton? Braxton told me. Yeah, he told me last year. He also plays a similar course all the time, but
Sure.
he told me he had to get rid of the ball because it was getting beat up too much. He was playing it too much.
Wow.
Yeah, he told me he
He
hadn't,
kept it for that
yeah,
long.
he hadn't lost the ball for like 2 or 3 seasons or something like that. He's like, it just got beat up where I had to replace it.
that's unbelievable.
I was like, I'm a golf instructor, and that never has happened.
That's insane.
I'll probably lose balls.
Yeah.
A couple balls around.
Sure.
Just to play casually.
Yeah.
It's-
Wow.
yeah.
Wow, that's nuts. Yeah, I can guarantee I don't do that.
We'll get to that point soon. though.
Sure. Yeah. No, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
Yeah, you'll look back and appreciate the journey.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, there was everybody at this game.
Yeah, all the celebrities are.
Yeah, like Trout,
Oh, nice.
Pink was there. Just a lot of crazy,
Yeah.
crazy people. But
Why
it was also
why
so.
Philadelphia though?
I just figured because it was.
Oh, Sunday
it's
night.
such a it's Sunday night, and this is such a huge game. The Lions are so favorites, such big favorites, and the Eagles are a very strong team, right? I just figured this was something that everyone was like, wow, we got to be here. We got to be here to see this. These are 2 amazing teams playing against each other. Because as you can see, I mean, towards the end of the 4th, it was 16-6. Nobody was. I mean, we had one touchdown.
Really?
You know, I mean,
Their defense was good, or we didn't play good.
I don't think we used Jared as much as we should have. We kept
We ran it
running.
too much?
We ran it too much, yeah, 100%. Because Gibbs didn't even have over 30 in the first quarter, you know, and we were giving him the ball up just to.
What type of plays? Direct handoffs.
Direct
or-
handoffs,
that's
yeah.
not how you do it.
No, we like our crazy ones. We like our little fake pass to jump back and then to throw. Yeah, no, we like our.
Philadelphia is too they're too like fundamentally good.
Right. It doesn't
But
work
that-
on them. It
it
won't work on them. They're ready for that. You know, we need some darts passing to St. Brown, to Montgomery. We need someone to get out there. You know.
Did he look nervous, the coach? Like he didn't know what to do?
Oh yeah, because this is the first game he was the offensive coordinator too. Campbell, yeah. So I don't know. It was probably a different shift. It was a little bit for him, but I don't know. I just think that it was hard to watch a little bit. It was hard to watch.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be difficult. I just think, from what I'm hearing, it's that they were trying to get some rest.
Yeah.
Like this
Which
game
I don't
was-
blame him. I don't blame him. This is the one to the rest on for sure. I mean, this game could make or break
Yeah, you could
the
you
next
could get
couple
injured
weeks.
in a game like that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But I don't know. I was finished work. My coworkers were just watching the game. You know, close the restaurant down and just sitting around the bar having a couple beers. You know, whatever. It was nice. It was nice. But I just wish they were throwing the ball, man. You know, because the one time they threw the ball real nice. I mean, J-Mo was there and he was
That
doing his
guy's-
little
he's a
celebration.
rocket launcher.
He's a rocket. No, he is so fast. He is unbelievably fast. Like we have some of the best running backs,
Yeah.
if
We
not.
have some weapons, man.
Yeah, but we gotta be able to use them.
Yeah.
Gotta be able to use them efficiently. But
We
you're
don't
right.
play good outdoors.
Nope.
We don't play a place we have to run everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the pass opens up the run too.
Yeah.
You got to do those trickery plays. You got to fix up the defense.
They're just doing stupid stuff like going for a fourth down, and it's like, no, you kick the ball. You don't go for a fourth. You don't give Anzalone to just try to jump over everybody. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing here? This is not where it's at. Oh,
Who's that guy?
I don't know. This is a whole other thing. That guy I was telling you about that I'm working for, doing recording and stuff for.
Yeah.
He's been blowing up a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah,
On social
'cause-
media?
yeah, he's got his G League player Tyler Burton. He was making some crazy. He made a game winner for he plays for the Grizzlies, and he used
Who? What's the-
Tyler Burton. He was on the G League for a while, and then he got moved up. So I think he's still playing,
I'm
but.
thinking of another player.
Yeah, he was getting taught by his coach, Tommy. He was taught to do a little hop and shoot, and he did that drill a good amount of times, and then he put it into the game, and he shot a game winner with it. You know, so this is Jake. Jake was is like, all right, I can put a little clip together. Puts the clip of us trying to like show him what's going on, and I'm recording and everything, and then they put the actual game footage in, and it's like, wow,
That's
this is
so cool,
this
man.
that was like picture perfect, you know.
That's the pinnacle of like putting your training in.
Yes. And it worked.
Execution.
And it worked. And you reap the benefits from it, right? Because you can know that after that training session, he practiced that. He knew what to do. Because he's six. Was he six? He's 6'7", and he's shooting threes. You know,
The game is different now, man.
it is 100%. And then you got Wemby, that guy, changing the whole game left and right.
You watch him move, and you're like, he looks slow. But
He's
covering
so quick.
so much space.
He's so
man.
quick. He's
Yeah.
just that goes in. Oh, that goes in. Right. It's like let me grab it from up here. Just toss it in there.
He's shocking to watch. I
Yeah.
hope his Achilles. Okay, not bad.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the
he's
that was
a
our one
weapon.
little glimpse of like okay.
Yeah.
I remember getting pretty pumped up about that one.
He's a weapon every time, bro.
Yeah.
On the run. Yeah, those tall guys like Kevin Durant.
Oh
the
man,
lanky
Kevin
ones.
Durant. He can do anything, man. That
The
guy.
problem is they have joint problems.
Sure.
They
Yeah.
have a lot of explosivity, but
Mhm.
a frame that's too long for that pressure, especially on their ankles,
Yeah.
and they blow Achilles so often.
Right. Yeah, they're not like us, right? They're not. They're
I mean,
up. They're up here. You know, I
yeah.
can't even reach that high. You know.
up there and moving just as fast, which is scary.
Yep. Taking threes like, look at that bullet. And he's just nope, not catching him.
That
You
was
know.
one, huh?
Yeah, and then
That was
he
our
actually,
only?
yeah, that was our only one. Look, he got a penalty
Oh,
for
no.
this. He grabbed the, what do you call it? The goalpost. He
Oh.
grabbed it and then did this little celebration, and they flagged him for it. And then we got pushed back 10 yards, and then Jake Bates missed the field goal from that, and that was just unbelievable. Because you
What
see
happens
guys
when
like,
does the touchdown count?
yeah.
Oh, it
So
does,
then he
but
does this right here. Right.
Oh,
This is what they gave him a flag for.
Come on, man.
I know. And then you've got someone like Patrick Mahomes spinning the ball, pointing at the guy when that is literally a rule you can't do, and they're not getting flagged for that. Yeah. So unsportsmanlike conduct. And then so they take him back 10 yards, and Jake Bakes missed the field goal, and that shifted the whole game, right? The momentum. I mean, would have been up by one.
That was our only touchdown the whole game. Oh, what?
I mean, since I stopped watching at 2 minutes, I don't think they got another touchdown since then. But yeah, it was 6-16 when I last watched.
This looks sloppy.
Yeah, and then I think he just caught this one a little off to the right, but because yeah, now they're kicking from the 35. You know, they're kicking.
And when you're at another stadium, what a big momentum shift that is. Oh,
so then we're missing it. Yep.
Just look at the crowd.
Yep.
You know that's a momentum shifter.
Yep. 100%. And all because of some stupid flag. Like he knows it. He's like, how is that? How is that unsportsmanlike conduct? You know, doesn't make any sense. But you can just kind of tell he kind of missed it a little bit. And it might have been that extra 10 yards that everyone kind of was like, wow, okay, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Because this is also a guy that since we've had him probably missed 4 field goals in his whole entire career in 2 years, right?
He's good.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
You can tell it's set up to be a bad day.
Yeah. I know. I know. He's so funny, man. I love him. He's so funny.
They have some personality.
They do. I know. Like with the celebrations and such, I'm like, I wonder how much of their practice they go back and like, all right, when we score, we're gonna do this, and you're gonna do
Definitely
this.
rehearsals.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like my favorite one's St. Brown. He gets on a handstand, he just goes like this. He does like he's on his head,
Oh my God.
and it's, man.
He's got him lined up, the celebrations.
Yeah.
He knows what he's about to do.
Well, I can imagine that as someone who gets paid millions a year, this is your fun part, right? You score and you're like, all right, this is what sports centers going to see, you know. So let's make it good.
It's validation of what they just did in the training room and all that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I always thought if I was a pro athlete, would I celebrate that like aggressively? I probably would.
Yeah.
I'm playing against other pro athletes.
Right. Yeah, they're going to do it. Why not you do it, you know?
I celebrate for sure. I thought I wouldn't be that guy, but probably.
Right. You're all a bunch of guys, you know. It's just like middle school, right?
Yeah.
And they're all playing the same game. They've been playing for 10 plus years.
Yeah, I used to trash talk a lot in basketball.
Yeah?
Oh my God. I look back on and I'm like, who is that?
Basketball's fun though, because
Yeah.
you can really get a ISO one-on-one. You know, you can really get into someone's head like that.
It's so competitive. Golly.
I watched this guy MK. He's going around the world right now, like Italy, France, like he's going just everywhere, and he brings this bus. He brings this hoop bus, and he's like, "Come challenge me, right? One-on-one, come challenge me." And his record's pretty phenomenal. He goes against like sometimes pro players, and he's probably like an inch taller than me. He's dunking, you know. He's got handles like crazy. He's trash talking, bumping off the head, you know. But he's a fun watch, man. I definitely recommend.
I used to love And One. I used to have these street ball mixtapes.
Yeah.
All the tricks. There was a guy named the Professor.
Oh, the Professor Live. I know Professor. He's unbelievable.
He's still doing it.
He is, and he's still fit.
He's so good.
Like obviously he wouldn't go up against like a pro player. And he's short and everything, but when he goes up against these guys that are street ballers, he's like doing some crazy moves where he's coming back and he's going through their legs, coming back, breaking their ankles, going back.
He's so impressive to watch.
Yeah.
And he's still doing it after all this time, which is weird
Yeah.
because all those other guys, they kind of went off and did their own thing. He's stuck with it.
It's consistency, right? And you know that he's practicing every day. You know that
It's his life.
it's his life, yeah. And you know that the second his body says no, he's gonna be like, well, there's nothing much I can do, but now I'm gonna have to
Do something else.
pivot. Maybe he's gonna be the professor, like an actual professor. You know, maybe he'll be teaching other guys to do what he's doing. You know.
I
But
can
no,
see that.
I always recommend. Yeah, definitely look at this guy MK.
MK? Okay, cool.
He is the biggest trash talker, but he backs it up every time.
Is he from the U.S. or is he from?
Yeah, he's from the U.S., but now he's taken, because he used to do like, I don't know if he's from New York or something, but he used to get into these really very bad neighborhoods and such, and he would be playing against these guys, but he's like, I'm all about it, you're all about it, like let's go, let's play some street ball.
Sure.
But now he's like, you know what, I'm gonna take this a little bit globally.
That's
I'm gonna play against other these people, and I mean he's He's so entertaining. I watch
Just
all
the
of his
two
stuff.
letters MK, or is it
Yeah,
spelled different?
MK. I'm sure that he's got some letters after, but just probably look up MK basketball, and he'll definitely come up.
Check it out. I like to see how
Yeah,
the
because
game has changed.
he is such a trash talker, but he backs it up, and no, you don't see that. You don't see back trash, because then they'll trash talk back, you know, and you can tell the good hoopers are like, oh man, this guy's actually, he's got something, and he'll always at the end of his games he's like, respect man, respect, but he'll also do stuff like, hey, no, all good, and he'll grab their arm and then he'll pull forward and go for a dunk, you know, so he'll be going for those crazy shots, but.
It's so competitive.
But it is, because one-on-one basketball, I don't think it gets more competitive than that. I mean, unless you're Alcaraz and Sinner going back and forth in like a non-contact sport, but contact sports go. I mean, one-on-one basketball, that's as high as it gets, I think. You know?
Yeah, there isn't anything. Everything else is team contact.
Yep.
You're in tennis, non-contact.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. Now, just
This team didn't show up today.
now, which they were holding them off 6-6 for a while. It really was nice.
It
But
only changed until like later in the game.
later into the game when they started really cooking,
I'm gonna go
and we
watch
couldn't
the
do
highlights.
anything.
I can't watch this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch the snippets. Otherwise, I'm gonna get very mad.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know if I stopped watching past the third quarter, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll do. Oh, that's funny. Is this basketball? You have 2 at 21. What does that mean? Hold on, actually, we're gonna stop the stream because I was talking with my coach for a little bit. You probably heard that, but yeah, we're gonna go through stuff.